Oh, now there's sound. Sorry about that.
Wait, hold on. Come watch live so we get enough money to buy it.
Okay. Now you should be able to hear us. Yes? No? There we go. So that was my fault. That wasn't a technical difficulty. That was just me being dumb. And that's because what I'll say in a second, I said a couple seconds ago.
Oh, there's no sound?
There was no sound. But that's because right before the countdown timer finished, my chair broke. And for the first couple seconds while we were on here, I was trying to balance myself on like 3 of the points of contact, 3 of the 4 points of contact on this chair. So there's definitely...
What's happening? Are you going to go to a different chair?
I don't think so, no. I'm just going to hope that it doesn't break.
If you fall off of this chair on this stream, I will die.
We'll see what happens. There's a cat in here, by the way. I don't know if you know that. Okay.
The least destructive of all of them.
She is the goodest of the cats. Now, we are at Hype Train Level 4. Carla Marie just finished her little Instagram live.
Can you stop?
No, I do it all the time now. Now that I've caught myself doing it, I do it even more.
Oh, there's Suede in 99. You say little before things, and it like belittles them.
Yes, it was a little Instagram.
This is from Chalk Boss. I was posting it yesterday on my Instagram story. You can use code Carla Marie for 15% off. I do not make any money. Just a disclaimer. She is a small business here in Washington. She is a friend. She was one of my first side hustlers. She's a cool human.
And Scotty Jason just got us through Hype Train Level 4. Did 10 gifted subs. Thank you very, very much.
Jen said, we tightened our desk dining room chairs a few weeks ago, and they were so loose. It's amazing. Neither her nor Lisa have fallen yet.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to go down at some point.
I put these chairs together like almost 2 years ago, so that's part of the problem.
And I've retightened them, or just tightened them, I guess, many times.
Good morning, Mama Marie.
So we'll see. There is something I did look up on Home Depot. I was on the website.
We don't shop there.
Why not?
Because they don't support gay people.
Oh, really?
Go to Lowe's.
No idea. So I'll go to Lowe's, I guess. And I had no idea about that with Home Depot.
Yeah.
So we do want new chairs. They're going to be bigger chairs. We're going to redo this whole streaming area at some point.
We are. And we are possibly selling the giant dining room table that I bought pre-COVID and have only had maybe 2 people sit at it. We're going to make it a square. So if you're on the hunt for a long rectangular glass dining room table.
But let's get into what we actually want to get into today. First, we've got to take these Jack Fire Apple Kini whipped cream bikini shots. Yeah, we're through Hype Train Level 5.
Okay. I love that Meg said, I love saying little before things because it makes everything cute. It sounds like Alexis from Schitt's Creek is describing everything.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a little Instagram live.
Exactly.
Damn. Oh, Mom. Mom, we don't go to Home Depot.
Okay. We
Plus,
got a cat in the room.
Like, who likes orange?
What, are you pouring these or what?
Oh.
We will get into the thing that we talked about on Tuesday. You probably saw it in the notification if you got one. And Carla Marie was talking about it, I believe, in her Instagram Live, her little Instagram Live. She got a little tarot card reading digitally on Etsy. And that person alleges they can draw through just knowing Carla Marie's email address, apparently, what her future husband will look like.
Yep.
So we are going to get into that very, very quickly. I want to do that first, so we just put it up there.
Okay.
Give people what they want, or what we told them we're going to give them at least. I don't know if they want it or not.
Oh, God damn today.
And we got Max as our little... What are you struggling with today?
Stop.
Everything?
Max is not little.
Huh? What? What did you just say?
I'm not near the microphone. Max is not little. Would you like some whipped cream?
Max is actually a pretty little cat, all things considered.
Ugh.
What, Carla Marie?
Nothing.
You can't say ugh and say nothing else after that.
It was like, ugh, to the day.
So weird. D Souter 2, thank you for the subscription with Prime. As you can see, if you subscribe at all, we get little sub points. I'll keep saying little every day. And right now we are at 608 of our 800 point sub goal. Now, what that means is we don't need 800 subs. There are some people who subscribe at tier 2 or tier 3, and those count towards more sub points than a tier 1 sub. You do not have to do that. That's not what I'm saying that for. The goal, if you weren't here last month, is by the end of the month we hit that goal. And I know that, what is it? Today's the 14th.
We're not even halfway through.
Here's what's going to happen. right around the 22nd.
That's when.
Because that's when we hit our last tier points goal. So I think a lot of them will expire. And then anyone who resubscribes with Prime or resubscribes on their own, that will most likely get us through Hype Train or whatever, not Hype Train, our point total. So, you ready, Carla Marie?
Bren said, whipped cream mustache. I see it coming. It's not a whipped cream mustache.
No, I end up just spilling it all over myself.
What is it called?
Whipped cream bikini. Cheers, Carla Marie. Cheers to everyone who got us through Hype Train level 5. It's actually still counting down, which means
it's crazy.
Crushed that Hype Train today. Here we go. Lynn from Queens. Yoshi, thank you for the subs. All right. There we go.
You guys got to make that at home because it's good.
It is very good. Do we have the recipe up? We do, right? Or we did?
The recipe is just apple cider and Jack Fire.
Yeah, but like, what are the proportions? That's what I always mess up with.
Whatever you want, I think. It's just like mixing a drink.
No, it's not whatever you want. There is certain proportions that
I don't
are better.
think for this one. And you know what I would actually like it? I'm going to talk to Seattle Cocktail Club about this. I would like it heated. Like I would like a
warm one?
A warm one.
I'm sure you could do that. I'm sure you could have just
call it a hot bikini.
Hot bikini. First time chat from Benowheel. Oh, love you guys since Y100. Well, thank you very much for hanging out here and joining us for the chat for the first time.
Are you in Florida? I'd assume.
If they listen to Y100, most likely. I mean, they could have also moved.
We did have a conversation this week about possibly doing a Florida meetup.
That is in the works. So if you are in Florida, make sure you are following along. Make sure you have our newsletter. If you have not signed up for the newsletter, you can type in ! and the word newsletter. And you'll get the link to sign up right there, because that's how we kind of, especially with those types of events, things that we do in person, we always make sure we send out a newsletter before that, so you have all the information right there in front of you. So make sure you sign up, ! newsletter, type that into the chat. I think someone just did that. There we go.
Yep.
Who typed it in there?
I'm telling you, when you say the word newsletter, the chat knows it.
I don't think so.
It does. Like if I say podcast a bunch of times, like podcast, I bet you the My Day Friday link pops up.
That's kind of, I don't know if I like that it's like actually like this little chat bot is actually listening to us.
I swear it does. I've seen it happen before.
We'll see what happens. The other thing, before we get into Carla Marie's, what is it? Your fortune teller husband drawing. What are we calling this thing?
It's a future husband reading.
The future husband reading. You do have an event coming up.
I do. And shout out to Generation Mars. It's first time chat. Listening in OC, California. Friend of John Camucci.
Oh, what up?
The cat or the person?
Probably the person, because that's where he lives.
Okay. So I have been asked to speak at a conference called Growth Week. And the conference is all for small business owners. And it's an entire week of all these different presentations. And it's geared towards people that have an online business. My specific presentation is all about Twitch. And it's called Taking on Twitch Secrets to Live Streaming Success.
It's a long-ass name.
It is. And I'm doing an entire presentation about Twitch and why it's important for small businesses. If you're in here every day and you don't own a small business, maybe you don't need to check it out. It's totally free to watch live. It's actually going to be, I think it's November 2nd, right after we're done, which is great. So the day of, I'll be able to share the link with you. But if you do own a small business and you're like, I really want to watch this, there is a link that will pop up in a second. You can sign up for like the VIP version, which means you basically get everyone's video for a lifetime. So every single, there's like 10 a day. You'll get all of them forever. So if you can't watch them live because you're doing your job, that'll be really cool for you. And the link that pops up is like my direct link, and I will get a percentage of all the sales that come through my link.
That's pretty cool.
Again, don't do that just to support me. Only do it if you want to watch it. I'm just happy to be a part of this because there are some amazing people speaking at this conference. And
there is a chance that the people at Twitch are also going to be watching Carla Marie's presentation on Twitch. So hopefully she does a good job and doesn't get us kicked off of Twitch.
By the way, the podcast link came up.
Yeah, someone wrote pod.
No.
Yeah, Mark did in the chat.
Oh, I don't see it. Damn it. Okay, so if you do ! growth, which sounds like a growth on my body.
It also gets you Extends, a lifetime subscription of Extends.
Let's see if it works.
That's not true,
There
by the
it
way.
is. Okay. So just check that out. You go to the website. It's really cool how it's done. And what else? There's something I was going to say about it. I'm recording that today. My presentation.
The whole thing today? In one shot?
I have to.
Oh, that's scary. Don't mess up.
Everyone who watches the presentation gets a free cat tooth.
So now we've got to get into, and of course you can type in !growth for that link. We've got to get into Carla Marie's reading. Her future husband reading. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's what we're calling it?
So I'm going to pull it up. Bless you. Bless you, it's true. So my mom says, if you sneeze when you're saying something, that means it's true.
I mean, it is true. We are going to get into the future husband reading. So I guess your mom's right. Let's first off talk about, Carla Marie, how you came about this.
So someone was telling my friend Dina about this, and Dina was like, no way is a stranger on Etsy who's never met me going to be able to draw what my future husband looks like. So Dina did 2 of them. She did one that was like $8, one that was like $25. You could clearly see a difference in the drawing. Now,
Which one did you do?
She did just a drawing. Apparently the one I did was on sale for $8, and it's a drawing and like a reading where like they write out stuff.
Okay, so what is the suggested retail price when your thing is not on sale, if you got it for sale?
Did anyone else buy this the other day? I'm curious. I wish Etsy had affiliate links. I'm going to the internet.
Because you said it was on sale.
It was on sale for $8. I think it was only like $12.
Oh, so not even that big of a sale.
No. It's not. The internet's broken. It was $8 savings. It's $8.32, 50% off.
Oh, wow.
To find out who my future husband is.
50% off. Okay.
I'm nervous.
But do you think that if you get a budget future husband reading, you end up with a budget future husband?
I mean, in the path I'm currently on, I think that's how it works.
First time chat from Jason. Which one of you is Carla? Okay, that's a ridiculous question. It's really not, actually. So
I'm Carla
Marie
Marie
is one person, and I am actually Anthony. If you thought I was Carla or Marie, I don't know what to tell you. But good luck with everything.
I lost the Twitch.
What are you looking for?
There it is. I'm putting the link in here.
Okay. So you got your budget future husband reading.
Yep.
For $8. Normally $16.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good deal.
So what's going to happen? You're going to reveal the sketch.
Yes.
I just opened the file and I saw a lot of words and I was like, oh dear.
Okay. And then I did take one of the passages that she wrote, and that is going to be on the screen as well.
And what I'll do today after the show probably is read it more in depth, and we can talk more about it next week, but you have, I'm sure, the bulk of it.
You ready, Carla Marie?
Mm-hmm.
So this is what Carla Marie's future husband allegedly looks like.
It kind of looks like you.
That looks nothing like me. And that's okay, for the record. I mean, he's not a bad-looking guy.
Taylor Lautner?
Not a bad-looking guy. Doesn't really look trustworthy.
He doesn't. Like, the eyes are too close together, I think, and that means you're not Ricky. Oh, my God, I'm just in time. Who does that look like? I feel like it looks like someone I know.
I feel like she took, like, modeling pictures, like those generic modeling pictures.
From, like, a hair salon magazine.
Yeah, and just did a bad job drawing them.
Ooh, my God, Miss T, he's right. It looks like Adam Levine.
A little bit, yeah.
God, no.
Yeah, it does look a little Adam Levine vibe.
Heartless Jim, it does look like Baby Jake.
And again, if you're just joining us, that is what Carla Marie's future husband allegedly looks like, according to someone who does future husband readings on Etsy.
Andre said it looks like Scary Jones when he first started at Z100.
Ooh, it looks like Lance Bass.
Oh, well, I used to have a crush on him. Then I found that he was gay.
That's from Jordan in Puyallup.
It doesn't look like Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen, like the
I met him.
Host?
Yeah,
whatever that show is.
I see Baby Jake the most.
I don't see Jake
at all. He's at least is right. This guy is definitely accused of being a Chad. If I see this guy, what do I do in real life?
You have to marry him, basically.
I think she saw you, but like her eyes were a little blurry.
Okay, now, alongside the actual future husband reading was a little blurb, and if you get the full reading, because I had to go through it this morning, Oh, it does look like old school John Travolta.
Mom, you're right.
That is a good one. That was for Mama Marie?
Yeah.
Well done.
My God, yeah. Danny Zuko.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Thank you, Mama Marie, for the similarity suggestion.
Meg said it looks like a male version of me.
So, of you? I don't know about that. But I guess I don't know what a male version of you looks like, so it could. But anyway.
Without makeup on.
As part of this future husband reading, the woman or person who does this, do you know if it's a woman or not?
I believe so.
Okay. The person who does this on Etsy and sells them for $8 a pop on sale gives you a tarot card reading and goes through all the tarot cards. I did not put that up there. We could maybe send that out later or put it up later. It was very extensive.
I've had tarot card readings before, and they've been pretty accurate.
But I did find this, and I'll read it for anyone who...
You're gonna read that whole thing?
Yeah. Why?
How about I just read it?
Well, are you going to be able to read it on that tiny-ass screen?
What? No, I have it up.
No, you know what? I'm going to do it.
You're going to read that whole thing to me. Okay.
Let's see. The month of October will not be very good from the family point of view in the first phase. You will be angry on a few matters with some of the family members.
What family? My cats?
You will be engaged.
What?
In making them realize their core responsibilities.
My cats.
Maybe, or maybe your actual family. From the first week itself, you will try to convince your partner by presenting gifts and initiating pleasant dialogues. There will be stress in the second phase. Rest of the time will be favorable. My astrological map shows that your energy is influenced by Jupiter, which also attracts people with high and slightly convex forehead. One forehead? Yeah. On which you can often notice small wrinkles that appear in a fit of anger or discontent.
You have that.
Wide nose and thick dark eyebrows hint at an excess of energy. Usually the lips are rounded and large, and the gaze is intense, which indicates the courage of the owner.
What?
Below, I will show you the closest type of person that the planets defined as the most suitable for your type of energy
just this month. Though.
Just this month. So this is your future husband this month.
You have, like when you have wrinkles on your forehead.
Yeah.
Take it off.
I'll take this screen off. Hold on.
I don't know. Like, do I get a new guy every month?
You should. Until you marry one of them, I guess. Or maybe you have a new husband every month.
Yeah, what happens in November? Liz is right. So what family is she referring to? And also, she did this reading this week and told me about my first month of October.
Well, maybe she knew already.
First week of October. No, but it happened.
Well, how do you feel now that you have your reading and your future husband
I feel like when
mugshot?
What is a concave forehead?
Convex. So it goes out a little bit. I think mine's pretty straight. I don't know.
But I can't. No, your forehead definitely goes out. She described you. That's crazy.
She didn't really. I mean, I think most people's foreheads go
dark
out.
Eyebrows, wrinkles.
Most people are dark features.
Serious stare, and then like the whole trying to convince things. Probably when I was trying to convince you to keep the cats.
Can you do it again next month from a different email address? Make up an email address.
I have a fake one I can use.
It doesn't say anything about your name though, right? It doesn't say radio. Doesn't say Twitch. Nothing. So you're gonna have to use that and see if you get the same.
But I feel
reading.
like if she would have Googled me, that reading would have been even more accurate.
No, I think she's smart enough to know, like, I can't draw the guy that she's actually dating in the moment because that would be a dead giveaway.
But we also don't know if I use a different email address. Maybe she just sends the same thing to everybody.
Maybe. But we have to find out. But I don't think that looks anything like me, which, listen, I'm okay with.
It's your shape. That's like the shape of your head.
It's a human head.
But that looks like Adam Levine.
Yeah. Which a lot of people say I look like Adam Levine. Like we're like
really?
Twins. Yeah. Everyone's like, oh my God, you're so good looking. You look just like Adam Levine.
Shut up.
So that's what it happens to me on a daily basis. Just at Trader Joe's. And they're like, oh my God, is that Adam? Oh no, it's Anthony Levine.
Oh yeah. Do they do future wife readings?
Oh, that's a great question.
No.
I would need to make another email address though. Or maybe I could do it from like the My Day Friday email address we don't use anymore.
You type in future on Etsy and it's future Mrs. everything.
Is there a future wife reading?
Draw your future woman soulmate. Wife drawing. When and how you'll meet your wife. Or when and how you'll meet your spouse. Oh, yeah, that same person does it. You have to do it.
Oh, it's the same exact
Yeah,
person?
the same person does one.
Yeah, I'll do that.
But it says future husband drawing, so maybe not.
Is it future husband or wife? Although they did say when I was reading some of the extra verbiage that was in that email, even though she clearly drew a picture of someone who looks like a man, right under that, she says, if you think that is a suitable type of person for you, I suggest you take action. I will help you find out what awaits you by reading the tarot cards. Do not think this person doesn't really write that well. Do not think like this reading is in any way, shape, or form tied to specific genders. This information is all-inclusive, and I just interpret what the tarot card tells for you.
So wait, she, excuse me, sent a photo of what card she pulled for me?
Yeah.
Who took that picture?
She did, I guess.
Her hands are in the shot.
Maybe she's wearing a GoPro. Well, no one knows what we're talking about now.
Seattle Cocktail Club said, please Google search this image.
Hold on.
Do you know how to do that?
To reverse Google search it? I think I could. But let me
I can do it on my... Hold on.
Something here.
I've had 2 tarot card readings before, and they were oddly accurate. And I got one literally a year before we got let go. And the woman was like, what you're doing now isn't your forever. And I was like, excuse me? And she was like, this isn't your... I'm seeing something different and something more for you. And it's something bigger than just being on the air. And well, she didn't say on the air because I didn't tell her what I did at first. Afterwards, we talked about it. She said it's something more than just Seattle is what she said to me. And I was like devastated, like completely sad. I was with my friend Tatum. And after like she did the reading, I started telling her what I did. And she was like, yeah, I'm not saying you're going to necessarily move. It's just going to be more than just Seattle. And
or way less because you're going to be working out of a bedroom in your condo.
Excuse me, it's
or townhome, whatever this is. So I want to show what the rest of this email, whatever this document is. So this is how it all comes down.
Oh, you're showing the whole thing?
Yeah. It should be on the screen right now, correct? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what I was talking about, where she goes through every card that is pulled and gives her whole process starting from left to right.
Yes.
So for people who know, I'm not going to go into every single card. The cards that she allegedly pulled for Carla Marie are the High Priestess.
Oh, High Priestess.
The King of Swords.
Ooh.
The Seven of Swords. And then on the right-hand side, you have the Sun, the Ten of Wands, the Star, and then the middle card was the Lovers.
Ooh, what does that mean?
The Lovers. Oh, this is the shortest one, too. You and he are soulmates. Your relationship will be based on deep love and trust, giving you the strength to overcome obstacles together and empower one another. You've probably met this person before, and guess who it might be?
Baby Jake.
Probably.
Wait. High Priestess. That's a big
What does
thing
that mean?
in Sabrina.
Oh, I'm sure that's the direct correlation.
What? I was gonna reverse image it live.
Okay.
But I gotta find it again.
You have to find the email again?
I got it. I'm seeing.
Yeah, I think she sends the same cards to everybody.
Well, we're gonna find out.
It does really look like Adam Levine the more and more I look like it. Like a budget-ass Adam Levine, which I also get all the time.
Stop. Wow. I feel enlightened, I'll be honest. I feel like...
Like what?
I know myself more.
Enlightened like you're smarter?
No. No results found.
Nothing, huh?
Google image search, no results found.
Well, maybe this is actual art. First time it was ever made. First time that person was ever drawn.
Your brother, who is too logical, said confirmation bias is a hell of a thing.
Sure is.
Like, you're logical. He is extremely logical.
Mm-hmm. Has anyone in the chat ever done a tarot card reading or some sort of fortune teller type thing?
Okay.
What?
Continue.
What?
I feel like fortune teller is not what they're called.
Okay, don't go all Demi Lovato on me and be like, oh, we can't call aliens. It's mean.
Continue.
If you tell a fortune, you're a fortune teller. That's what you do. If you tell lies, you're a lie teller.
What? DJ Synth has given and received tarot readings.
Okay, so this is my question. And this is for people receiving those readings specifically. Has it actually changed your life Or did you get that reading and end up actually like finding the love of your life or changing your job or moving to a new state or whatever was vaguely suggested in the reading?
They don't tell you necessarily what to do in readings.
What do they tell you then?
They don't tell you what to do. They tell you what they see and what they feel. They're not like, hey, don't get in that car.
Don't get on that plane.
DJ Sin said it's definitely changed my outlook on life.
Huh.
Welcome to the chat, EO Sinet or Sine. So Dina, who was told this by a friend, it's kind of unrelated actually, but Dina is a medium.
And Dina's your friend who's from New Jersey who does hair.
And she's done she owns a salon, but she also is a medium. And she did a reading for me right when we got let go. And I still have it written out, and there's so many things that I'm like, that came through. Things that, like, she wouldn't know.
Okay, so I'm trying to see what people are writing in the chat.
Wait, this person said they're a part-time medium, and they just showed up. Oh, no, you're a first-time chat, not first-time viewer. Okay. I was like, wait a minute.
I'm a part-time medium. So, like, every now and then you just dabble?
I don't know. I believe in it. I'm sure I 100% know that there are people who fake it the same way there are people who fake their radio job, and there are people who fake being business coaches or whatever it may be. Yes.
So
right?
Marijuana in the chat, who is also my barber, Miles, one of the same, said there's a psychic barber in West Seattle. Mm-hmm. So like as you're getting
there's a singing barber here in Ballard.
Cleanup, like he just tells you, he or she tells you what your life is going to be.
That's awesome. 2 for 1. I mean, most of my hair appointments are therapy sessions, so why not make it a reading? But I believe in it, and if you don't, I'm sorry, you have no magic in your heart.
I don't know if I believe in it.
Okay.
And it's mainly because...
Thank you, Marijuana.
Thank you, Miles. It's mainly because, like my brother said in the chat earlier, I think a lot of it is they're telling you things that you are going to find a way to weave into your life anyway.
Wait, Naara said that singing barber in Ballard also does tarot card readings.
That's a very talented individual. I can't sing or cut hair or tell the future. This person does all 3.
I agree with you on a lot of it is very basic, right? And maybe that's tarot card readings in general, but like a psychic reading where they're like, your grandma said this and it's something so specific. Like, what if, I'm not going to say it because I want you to go to a reading. I don't want them to listen. And like, what if someone who is deceased in your life said something to you that only you knew?
I don't even know what that would be. I guess I'd have to try it out.
Yeah, you're gonna.
I was talking to someone from Long Island whose mom is a psychic. I was talking to this woman on Instagram.
Long Island medium?
No, a different person. Oh. And originally we were supposed to get them on the show.
Oh, that's right.
But here's an example. I want to read, what is this? The High Priestess card.
Are we back on the show?
Yeah, okay. We've been on.
I don't know.
But let me pull up the High Priestess card. And you can go ahead and read that one, Carla Marie, since you're a...
Oh, this is at an angle.
There's
a pet psychic in Ballard? What? Oh,
I did see that.
Okay, wait. Just take that off the screen. I'll read it.
Okay. Let's go there and there. Now I have to zoom out. There you go, Carla Marie.
Okay, the High Priestess is on my left. I don't know what that means, but...
hold on. When we pulled up the picture before, it's the first card on the left.
All right. As human beings with our own unique past, we bring memories and emotional associations to every act and every experience. This card acknowledges the inner forces at work, which may not be consciously known to us. In our responses to external circumstances, you seem to know yourself pretty well and have few illusions about what you're capable of. At times, you do dream about all the things you would like to be and do, but... You do know inside yourself which of these are possible and which are flights of fancy. This card points to the need to listen to and trust your intuition as you proceed down your chosen path.
That literally is the most generic thing I've ever read, other than you're alive and listening to these words I'm saying.
I feel that one.
Everyone does. You know why? Because everyone knows themselves and selves, and everyone has
No, they don't.
crazy fantasies that they would like to live out.
That's not true. Not everybody.
What are you talking about?
Jen says the left cards are for me and the right are for the guy. Fogita said maybe she tried to draw Anthony, but isn't actually good at drawing Anthony.
I would actually say she's pretty good at drawing. I mean, it's a decent image. Better than
I couldn't do that.
I could never do that. So, she's better than I am. What else do we got today, Carla Marie? Because I think we can move on from
I'm ready.
the fake fortune husband now. And I need to clear that cup real quick.
Okay. Wait, what? Under the 10 wands, first sentence is Anthony.
Okay, we're going to have to look that up in a second.
Liz said, I see that guy on a motorcycle.
Under the 10 wands?
I got it. You are no longer allowed to pull anything up on a screen. Dear God.
You're going to put your address up next time.
I mean, honestly, my credit card info could have been there, so.
It was an email.
Thank you, Mom.
What? Sounds. Why don't you read? You can just say thank you, Mom.
I'm pulling this. I was assuming you would.
It sounds like the fake fortune teller in the arcade. You put $1 in, and your fortune pops up.
The internet's broken again. Zoltar, yeah. It would say, "Give me a quarter, I'll redo your palm."
There's a Zoltar machine for sale in the Ballard Consignment store.
There is. Oh, that one. No, the one that was at Jim Dandy's in North Arlington would say, "Give me a quarter, I'll redo your palm," and you would put your palm on it.
And it just read out like randomness, just like this person on Etsy does. Okay, so we're looking up the right cards.
This person's gonna like hex us because we did. Okay, the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands represents someone who's talented and hardworking, but prone to overexertion.
Maybe.
It's you.
Maybe. Who said that? That's me.
Jen or Lisa. I'm sorry, I always confuse you guys. I just don't. Okay, Jen.
I mean, it's pretty close. How much is the machine, Seattle Cocktail Club? I'm not sure. I think it was pretty expensive though. The little fortune telling machine, although it's actually very large.
Yeah, it is massive. It is like a pinball. No, like it's like the size of a pinball machine without the part that sticks out.
So not the size of a pinball machine. Oh man, that's a great joke by the Big Event 64. But it'll make you a fortune.
We went to Ballard Consignment with your brothers, and we played. What do we call it? Consignment.
Consignment Price is Right. Yeah.
It was raining,
it's a great game. So what you do is you go to any consignment store and you just play Price is Right with your friends, and you just try to figure out, because some of the things are way less expensive than you'd imagine, and some are way more expensive than you'd imagine. Yeah, it's actually pretty hard to nail it down.
We should go live. We should see if Ballard Consignment wants us to play that.
On like Twitch?
Yeah.
Sure. The whole stream?
I'm sure Seattle Cocktail Club knows Ballard Consignment. They probably own it.
Could we give like furniture away? Like, oh, we're sitting on this couch. If you can guess the exact price.
No, they have like other like little things we can give away.
All right. And then there was other stuff that we needed to talk about. Oh, there are two things. One is our merch update. So I posted on Instagram the other day because I was wearing a You Look Great shirt. Or no, someone else was wearing a You Look Great shirt, and I posted about it. And there were a lot of people that were responding saying they never had a chance to like buy it originally, or maybe they wanted more colors. So we are going to be we're not going to be bringing back everything that we had, but we are going to be launching some.
I'd say 90% of what we had is not coming back.
Some of the stuff is coming back. There's going to be a lot of new stuff, so that is all on the way. And I know here in the chat we have thrown about other ideas out there.
Some things won't be making it due to
damn supply shortages.
The supply chain.
So because a lot of the stuff that we get manufactured, even though it's made and stitched and everything and printed in Long Island, like the t-shirts and some of those things are sourced from China or just elsewhere outside of America. And it's pretty difficult to get things right now. So we want to make sure that everything that is ordered can get to everyone in a timely fashion. Mm-hmm. So we have to cut down a lot of things, which means we'll probably have something for the summer next year. My
friend Shandon, who owns a lair, said that whatever your Christmas gifts are, if you don't buy them by the end of October, there's a chance you'll never see them in time for Christmas. She said it's way worse than last year.
So this is a good year to just not do Christmas gifts then.
I have been begging my family for this.
I would love for 1 year if my family just did no gifts. just to see what else we do. Because you spend an hour opening gifts or whatever.
You spend an hour opening gifts?
So, well, when it's just my immediate family, yeah. There's only 5 of us.
Oh.
On Christmas morning.
Oh, Christmas morning we spend an hour, and now it's just me and my parents.
True.
And I'd say 45 minutes now. But the whole family, it's about 3.5 hours.
So we have minimized it in our family because we also have a large family, and we usually get together on Christmas Eve at my parents' house. And I mean, if everyone shows up, there's like 50 people. What happens now is the youngest kids will get some gifts. There's like a couple toddlers and babies that will get gifts. Everyone else, there's usually like one round of like a themed type of gift.
I like that.
Like a book or whatever. Some of them are good. Some of them are pretty dumb, but it just goes a lot faster.
The problem is, this is what we run into. So anyone's family, if you're like this, help us out. I say, like, okay, I could still buy for my nieces and nephews, but that's like half the family. So then I was like, all right, I'll just buy for my great nephew. He's a baby. Like, he shouldn't be robbed of Christmas because we're all jaded at this point.
Also, he doesn't really need gifts.
True. But my mom is like, I'm not going to not buy for my grandkids, but the rest of you, we can do a grab bag. But then my brother is like, literally my only joy in life is buying Christmas gifts, so I'm not going to do that. And then my younger sister's a pain in the ass, and she's like, I like buying gifts. I don't care what you get me. I want to buy them. And we're like, okay. So there's like 3 of us, like,
yeah,
what do we do?
You're just outvoted at that point in the majority rules. But I think there are certain people who show their affection by buying gifts, by purchasing things for people.
Well, it's their love language.
Yeah, that's how they show their appreciation. They might not be great with their words or their actions, and that's how they do things.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's tough. I would love to see, though, just 1 year for my immediate family at least to say, hey, we're not buying gifts this year. I think it would reduce a lot of stress on people, too.
Stress?
Just 1 year of a stress-free Christmas.
Not having to mail all of my gifts back here, which, listen, I'm not ungrateful for getting gifts. I appreciate everything.
I am sometimes.
Most things. My mom yesterday was like, I'm going to get Anthony. He likes the Yankees, and what else? I said, do not buy him a Yankee t-shirt. He is just going to donate it. And she was like, freaking brat.
Yeah.
So.
I do end up donating some gifts. But isn't that what like Boxing Day in Canada is all about? It's like you get your gifts, and then the next day you're like, all right, well, if I'm not going to use these things, or if I replace something, I'm going to mail this to a charity.
Yeah, I don't know. Isn't
that the whole idea of Boxing Day? Did I get that wrong?
Like, I would much more enjoy like Christmas time if I didn't have to sit there on the floor wrapping stupid ass gifts and shopping for gifts. I'd rather like, okay, let's go drive around and look at Christmas lights and drink hot chocolate, or like help my mom bake. I don't know, anything.
You know, this reminds me of a time, Carla Marie, when I went around telling everyone that Thanksgiving was my favorite holiday. And the reason Thanksgiving... No, stop. The reason Thanksgiving was my favorite holiday was the vibe is very similar to Christmas in terms of the weather and the atmosphere and the decorations. The food is all there. The gatherings are all there. You even throw in the fact that you now have like all these Friendsgivings taking over and flourishing. It's all the great things about Christmas without the stress of Christmas.
Okay.
And the sales pitch of Christmas.
Here's why.
No, hold on. Everything you just said means you should agree with me about Christmas.
Though it originated as a holiday to give gifts to the poor, today Boxing Day is primarily a shopping holiday.
Well, okay.
That's sad. No. Here's why.
Hashtag consumerism.
Turkey sucks. That's number 1. Number 2.
You don't have to have turkey.
There are no good songs around Christmas. The Thanksgiving. Sorry. Christmas has great songs.
Yes.
The Adam Sandler turkey song does not count.
Stupid.
No good songs around Thanksgiving. Also, the meaning behind Thanksgiving really isn't that great.
No, and I know that you can say, oh, well, that never really happened, or, I mean, what we did to Native Americans is pretty terrible. That's 100% true. But I think the idea of Thanksgiving, whereas like even if you're on opposite sides or aren't friends, you can come together and give thanks. That idea is still there. That idea still exists.
Halloween? Jason, I am the most basic bitch there ever was. You don't need to tell me. Halloween is a better holiday than Thanksgiving. I said it. I'd rather have candy than turkey.
That's silly. I mean, Halloween's fun. It's not a better holiday in general. Because I think Thanksgiving is the one holiday, if you're cooking for a bunch of people, there's probably a lot of stress. But I think it's the most stress-free of the fall and winter holidays.
Renee said Halloween has no family. Maybe that's why it's my favorite.
Well, no, Halloween, I think when you're kids, like you go out trick-or-treating, and normally, I mean, I know for me growing up, my parents were, or my mom at least, was there while we were trick-or-treating.
I would just love one Christmas. Like, even my niece was like, what if we do a family trip, like, after Christmas together? She's like, it would be cheaper to go to Mexico. She's like, for me to pay for my family to go to Mexico than it would be to do Christmas gifts.
I think that's actually a great idea.
Me too.
Replace the actual gift giving and say, everyone, here's what you have to do. We're planning this. This is how much the trip costs. You pay for yourself. By paying for yourself, that is what we are considering your gift to everyone else because we're all going on this trip together. I would 100% be down for that.
Yeah. But
because, I mean, how much, if you do like an all-inclusive place in Mexico and you get a good deal on it, especially if you have a big family, let's say you're even paying $500 a person. Like, yeah, that can get expensive if you've got a big family,
it's
but
more than that, but
whatever it is, it's still going to be more enjoyable.
We can go to a beaches because we have the baby.
We don't have a baby.
No,
your
sorry,
family
my
has
family
a baby.
I just spit everywhere.
Speaking of beaches and Sandals, actually, I think Sandals needs to actually hire me. Let me grab my phone. Where the hell's my phone? It's in my pocket.
Did.
So out of nowhere, one of my friends messaged me. And let me find the message.
Ricky.
I got to search for Javier.
Ricky just said, Ricky hates Christmas, and she has a very good reason to hate it. But every time she talks about how she hates Christmas, I'm like, Ricky, stop it. But she said, I've been saying my whole life that when I have kids, I'm going away every Christmas. Christmas is ass.
Okay. So this is on Tuesday. I got a friend out of nowhere. It's not like this was in the middle of a chat from my friend Javier. And he said, what's the scoop with your Jamaica spot? Do you recommend it?
Yo, your house in Jamaica?
And I said, Sandals? Absolutely. Is it just you and your wife, or are you taking the baby? He said, probably with the baby. Is it adults only? I said, so you'll want to go to beaches, same company, but built for families, not couples. And then he's asked if I've been there. I said, they have a Sesame Street partnership, stuff for kids, I don't even know what I tried to write there. Oh, a whole tuck-in thing at night with your favorite. I thought I was trying to write fuck. A whole tuck-in thing at night with their favorite Sesame Street character and all the same food and amenities for adults.
That's hedonism in Jamaica.
That's where we ended our tour of all the locations in Jamaica. It was Beaches and Grill, and it was dope.
We did Beaches. Ended our tour at Sandals.
Either way, we went there. And he said, cool, check it out. It looks like we're going to book it. So I literally sold a beaches vacation.
I hope you put our names down as a recommendation.
Well, he asked. He was like, "Is there some way I can give you credit?" And I said, "Probably not, but I'll make sure they know."
Yeah.
So I will make sure everybody knows that if Javier ends up in Jamaica at beaches, it was because of me.
Can someone, if I can't ban this person, can someone else?
Oh, is there an asshole in there?
Just obnoxious. Oh my goodness.
Just ban him.
Bye. It's been fun. That was like the 5th comment that they made. So.
Okay. Yeah. Negativity will not last in this chat. It was actually one of the things I was talking to Miles, my barber, who was in here earlier.
That's because you're a tennis wards.
Huh?
Tennis wards.
What?
That's because you're a tennis wards.
Oh.
I don't know.
What the hell is wrong with you?
It's because you're the sun.
I am the sun. So one of the things we were talking about, because obviously as you get to be a larger Twitch streamer, when you're talking about someone who's got thousands of people consistently in their chat, there's so many spam accounts that jump in there. There's just trolls that go in there. And I think even though we're clearly not that big, we have a group of people that know that they can say things and feel free to speak, but you're also not going to be negative and hateful. And if you are, you're kicked out.
All right, guys, I didn't see everything this person was saying. They're all saying, finally, he was making so many comments. You guys, that's when they're being bad. You need to say that. I only saw the thing calling me basic, which whatever. And then I saw other things that I was half reading. It
is kind of hard to follow the chat while we're trying to have a conversation as well.
If it's someone doing that, I mean, you guys know everyone in here at this point, but if you see someone that's being a raging psychopath, feel free to raise the flag.
It's also one of the reasons that if you're watching this right now, and you're not following us, so you can't chat, that's one of the reasons we actually have follower-only chat turned on, because it at least adds a little bit of a level of distinction. What?
Meg said we were messaging him, but you didn't see it. Like, behind?
I missed all of this stuff.
Oh, is it when we were reading?
Maybe.
Yeah, raise the red flag.
No, there's enough. I think there's enough people in here who have mod abilities, and you can ban or suspend
Court's
people.
like, I'm so sorry I wasn't seeing the chat.
It's all good. It is okay.
That was way easier than I thought it was.
This is our job, not yours.
Yeah, the ban hammer.
Oh, yeah, good thing I gave him your email address, Carla Marie.
Fucking shit.
It's all right. You can block emails too. Send them straight to spam. No one cares.
I don't know. Well, no, that wasn't a block email. When I worked at Elvis Show, someone was sending me really mean emails, and our engineer was like, "There's nothing we can really do about it." But that's because I think I wanted to send them to prison.
Okay, well, yeah, I don't think that helps. I don't think that they can do anything about that. They're not police officers.
Yeah. Anthony is going to edit out my email before it gets posted to YouTube.
Huh. Apparently, people were tagging him, and multiple people were calling him out on being rude. We missed all of that. I have to now go back into the chat and look at it later.
Can you please, though, edit that out of the YouTube video?
Yes, I can.
And are you going to be able to edit out of Twitch?
Yes, I can do both of those things.
Before you go to the gym.
Yes, I can do that too. Yeah, that is one of the things we try to balance, because Charity Gaming said you guys were busy doing a fun show. And I don't know if the show is fun or not, but it is hard making sure that we're communicating with one another and paying attention to what we say, trying to look at the camera at least a little bit, and then also reading the chat. I know it doesn't seem like a difficult thing to do. It's 3 pretty basic actions, but when you're doing them all at the same time and trying to have a somewhat entertaining discussion, sometimes you drop the ball, you know?
Yeah, we have it set up, Mama Sarah, where it's you follow and you can't talk for 10 minutes. So that person hung out.
Thanks for the views, I guess.
I pictured them like in the shadows, and then they're like,
they're just in their mom's basement like everybody else.
In the shadows.
There could be shadows in the basement, I guess. Maybe the lights were off.
Probably.
You know what's funny? If I move back to New Jersey, there's a good chance I will live in my mom's basement for a little bit. It's actually a pretty nice apartment.
I was trying to get my parents to redo the basement. For me, I have lived in my mom's basement before, actually.
Yeah.
When my grandma was living with us for a little bit, I had her live in my room, and I lived in the basement. And I liked it. But I would do it, especially with the girls.
Yeah.
We'd have our own little space. But they refuse to throw out the garbage that they have. So I will just never have nowhere to live.
Thank you to Gwen and Kirkland, who said you guys are doing a great job, and I enjoy starting my mornings listening. Thank you very, very much. We've thought about, and I don't think we are going to do it, especially not now, but we have thought about doing this show every weekday morning. But as we get closer to snowboarding season again, selfishly, I just want my Wednesdays off so I can go snowboarding in the morning.
You can go Fridays.
Well, if we do every day.
Well, no, we take Fridays off. I will never not have a 4-day work week. I will let anyone know that.
We'll see.
Wherever I work, I will only work for companies that have 4-day work week.
That's not very many, though.
Okay.
I do think companies should do 4 days in the office, and Friday you can work from home. That way, the second you're done with work on Friday, you're free.
No, we don't. Like, you really believe that we need a 5-day work?
I think some places do.
Debatable.
And then there are some industries like radio, for example. If all of America,
kids need a 4-day school week.
If all of America decided to go 4 days a week, right? Then would regular radio morning shows need to be on 4 days a week?
Yes.
The answer is no. Or 5 days a week. I'm sorry. The answer is no. They need to be on 4 days a week. So you would need enough businesses to change over to that model to make real change.
But most morning shows aren't even there anyway.
That's
true.
They
pre-record their Friday show on Thursday, and then they call it a day.
That's true.
But, what? Court said the new people that came into the flight school just opened us up from 5 to 7 days a week.
What?
That's terrible.
But do you have to be there 7 days a week, or is it like a rotating staff? So you would work 5 or 6, and then someone else works the other day?
Well, yeah, carpenters and plumbers can't do that, but they also can make like a 9 to 5 in most cases is stupid.
Yeah.
Every single survey and study you read, the companies that have tested out for their 9 to 5 operations on a 4-day work week people have performed better.
Oh, yeah. I do think there's a lot to be said for shortening the work day or shortening the work week or allowing more flexibility. And I think you always will end up with happier employees, and happier employees will always make the product better.
Yep.
So in that regard, I 100% agree. I think it needs to be across the board, though, because I know, like, there was one time I was listening in on it was a panel that Carla Marie was on, and I had to help set things up, and I heard some of the discussion. I'm not going to, like, blast the person because this was behind the scenes. I didn't get Carla Marie in trouble. Oh no, it was actually said on the panel that you were on. So I can say this. There was a woman who was an executive at iHeartRadio, and she was talking about how every week, every Wednesday, I believe it is, she makes sure that she has her nail appointment, which is in the middle of the workday. And then she also has a lunch with friends, which is also in the middle of the workday. And she was talking about how she preserves her mental health. Now, keep in mind, she is an executive and gets to make these decisions on her own without asking someone above her if she's allowed to do it. That same person, I know for a fact, would not let her employees do the same thing that she does. So it has to be something that's across the board for every employee, not just the ones at the top who get to live the life that they want to no matter what.
Yeah.
I wanted to blow up the computer when she was talking.
I did witness that. I was a part of it, and I was very confused.
It was the worst. I remember her saying something like, everyone knows I go get my nails done, blah, 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 this time, and they're not supposed to bother me. And I just thought to myself, it would be incredible if you treated your employees like that.
Yeah.
But they don't. Let's see. I did alternating 3 days and 4 days between weeks for 12 hours a day, and I enjoyed it.
12 hours is a long time.
It is a long time, but if you told me I could work 3 days a week, 12 hours a day, and have the rest of the 4 days off, I would 100% sign up for that. 100%. Because, I mean, if you're making a decent living at that point, you can take vacations whenever you want.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm with you, Renee. I think work from home is a requirement for me now. I think a company that gives you the ability, like,
what?
I just think most companies are going to let people work from home unless you truly need to be building things in a team in person. Yeah. But, like, how often is that?
See, I disagree with that from a creative standpoint. I think there is, and listen, I'm someone who likes being around people, so this is probably selfish of me as well. There's like a selfish aspect to it. I do think there is a reason and a benefit to being in an office setting, or not an in-person setting with other human beings, and letting the things that matriculate naturally happen, right? Like some of the better conversations I've had and some of the people I've become friends with at work were not because we were on a meeting call talking about business. It was lunch breaks, and it was things like that where we were all together and discussing things.
And how did that do for us?
It did great. Otherwise, we wouldn't know each other.
Yeah, well, obviously, like radio, you really do need to be in person or connected all day.
But that's not even what I'm saying. Like, how long did we work together, Carla Marie?
Yeah. Hold on, I don't want to lose this.
What?
Keep going.
Oh, before I started inviting you to lunches with me and my friends who'd go out, and that's how we became friends. That's why we did all of the other stuff.
I'm not saying people should never go into an office building again. But your brother just said this. His job just rolled out their new return to work policy. Monday and Friday are always work from home. And we pick 2 days between Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to come into the office.
I like that.
Yeah. That's normal.
Yeah.
But like when you have people that have 2 hours.
Well, that's not normal. Not yet, at least.
That's a good normal that we should all get to. When you have people that are commuting 2 hours to get to their job each way, there's no way that person can be a good employee for you.
Yes, but also as an employer, you're not even allowed to ask people what their commute is technically, so that's all up to the employee on their own.
Well, when you live
that's not an employer problem technically, because you're not supposed to ask about that.
When you live in New York, New Jersey, and you work for a company in New York City, you can't afford to live in New York City in most cases, so you have to live in New Jersey, where that makes your commute long.
Yeah, I mean, my commute was pretty short in going from Jersey City to
right, but a
family
Manhattan is not going to live in Jersey City, New Jersey. That's what I'm trying to say. Or be able to afford to live in Jersey City, New Jersey in a normal space for their kids. No,
I do think, like I said when we started this, I think Fridays should always be a work from home option.
Yeah.
I'm cool with 2 days a week being a work from home option too. Like, I mean, I don't own a business, or I don't own a business that has employees right now, so it doesn't really matter. But I think at least one day a week that pairs up with a weekend. So either Monday or Friday. I love that idea because the second you're done with work on a Friday, your weekend starts. You don't have to worry about a crappy commute or being asked to stay late.
No, I agree.
There's a cat that's trying to make its way
Max,
onto
girl.
the stream.
She just decided this is what's going to happen now. That's it. That was
What? She's been here the whole time,
and
too.
that was the moment. She said work from home on Fridays.
She did?
Yeah. Max, girl.
All right, Max, come here. Get your butt out of the camera.
Kat asked me if I'm still interested in doing Vlogmas. I did look up Vlogmas when
What is
everyone was
that?
telling me about it. It's a month long, or all of December or most of December. You do a daily or somewhat daily YouTube vlog.
Oh, I like that. Not for me.
It would be me. Related to Christmas, and I'm thinking about it. But I
love that journey for you.
I have a wedding in the middle of December, so I guess that'll be in my
You can
vlog.
vlog it, yeah. You just got to vlog all of the stuff. But what would you vlog? Like, it has to be about Christmas? I'm confused.
Just like what you're doing that day and how it relates to Christmas.
Okay.
Where's my good camera? I need my YouTuber camera.
It's over there.
I can't do it on my phone.
Anyway, we do have a lot that is on the horizon. And I
Great.
am very, what?
Created by Cooper. I'm considering doing mobile nail services rather than working out of a salon or my house. You live in this area? Come on over and get my nails did.
Well, my question, I think there are a lot of people that can start doing that, whether they're barbers, massage therapists, nail techs, whatever, those types of jobs, because then you don't have to rent a chair at someone's salon or have the overhead of a real salon.
But
how do you, like, I feel like there's got to be so much more to figuring out how to, like, run a small business when you don't have a location.
not really.
Like, how do you do your taxes? How do you, all of that stuff I feel like is more difficult, no?
There's a ton of mobile.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
No, I'm saying, I'm sure there is a bit, but I mean, like, I guess when it's on your own, like a company like Zeal that comes to your house and does massages, they have a parent company.
Exactly.
So, I don't know. It'd be like being a food truck, maybe.
As Ruth in the Ozarks would say, I don't know shit about fuck. So
Talking about work, Alicia said, I usually only go to the office one day every other week. I get absolutely nothing done because people want to catch up and chat. It's nice to socialize for a day, though.
exactly, and I think if you were going in more often, there'd be less to catch up on. Because if you see someone once every 2 weeks, of course you're going to chat for a while.
Yeah.
But if you see someone 3 times a week, there's less to catch up on and more work to actually do.
Where was this message? I just Life is a Hike said he saw a mobile car wash company yesterday. I used
one, right?
a mobile detailing, so it was just inside. It was amazing. What the heck is the name of this company?
I think, and the big event 64 said, imagine companies didn't need to spend as much on office space. I think the two things that companies are going to, in probably the next 20 years, stop paying for are unbelievably large offices and healthcare for their employees, because hopefully there'll be a public option.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine worrying about something more ridiculous as a business owner than health insurance options for my employees. Like, when you really break it down, why?
Yeah.
From a company standpoint,
know
not from an employee standpoint, from a company standpoint, that's got to be the dumbest thing you can do as a company.
My brother had to. My brother has to do it for his company, and it falls on my sister a lot.
Yeah, it's a whole new job.
The fact that you have to know about this is insane.
Yeah. I remember when the Roosevelts started expanding and actually hiring more employees, they had to worry about that, and it was a big undertaking. And it's a ridiculous thing to ask our companies to do.
Oh my God, I'm trying to find this.
But who knows? We'll see what happens.
I'm trying to share his link. He said after I posted it, a ton of people signed up to get their car detailed because it's great. You just sit. Oh no, you just sit at home and do nothing, and
Right.
they clean your car. Wait, I just want to share it for him.
Oh, the link to the detailing thing?
Yeah.
It was actually, you did a very good job, because
Yeah, he
didn't you
needs
just
to-
spill like
he needs to
chocolate or
come
something
back.
all over your
It
car?
was my chocolate shake.
Yeah, I agree with Fueled by Dana. Health insurance being tied to your job is insane. And normally the viewpoint I take is from the employee standpoint. Like, why does my employer own my health? But when you flip it around, as an employer, you should be worried about hiring the best people, putting out the best product, and having a great company. You should not have to worry about ensuring the health and safety, well, outside of work, of your employees. It's just a ridiculous ask when you really break it down.
That was what my car looked like. He cleaned it so good. His name is Adnan, and I can't find. I just texted his sister.
Well, hopefully she's got her phone on her.
Well, his sister is Kirkland Kitties, and she might be in here. I got it.
But yeah, between that and the next 20 years, hopefully that health insurance situation figures itself out. And not figures itself out. We figured out as a country. And then office space. The footprint of your office is going to be a lot smaller. I mean, companies are already doing it. Amazon, I believe in Seattle, said that their employees can work remotely indefinitely. I know even the iHeartRadio offices here in Seattle. And most of them around the country are shrinking.
Well,
that's also because they don't have employees anymore.
But it gives us more space for parks.
Let's see, Anthony, but my job has accident insurance, so they protect us outside of work. What is your job, though? Is that something that...
Oh, yeah.
So there are obviously jobs that need to insure their people when they're on the job. Taxis, anything where you're driving, anything where you're dealing with other people. But
yeah,
I need to learn more about whatever you just said, Amanda.
Your brother Michael said his job is literally replacing people's office space with virtual spaces.
Mm-hmm. I also, and again, it goes back to that's a great add-on. I wouldn't replace in-person completely with virtual. I do think, and you could call me old school, it doesn't really matter. I do think there is an importance to seeing people in person and interacting in person, because a lot of the best relationships you'll make are from those experiences. Mm-hmm. And some of the best brainstorming you're going to have is when you don't have a headset on or feel like you have to stare into a camera for an appearance. I know that
the good outweighs the bad, but it is so nice, I'm sure, not having to deal with annoying and creepy coworkers.
Of course, but I'm not saying we have to pick one. All I'm saying is there is definitely a balance that can be struck between the two. And
I agree.
That's it. And here's the thing. If you have creepy coworkers, they should be fired. They shouldn't be there.
Well,
you shouldn't have to stay at home.
No. I take that. Some people aren't creepy to the point of HR. Some of them are just like...
Oh, you have people you don't like? Is that what you're talking about?
Like the one coworker who asked me on a date every month, and I was like, dude, I don't know how to tell you no.
No, and at some point, you can go to HR with that. If you say, listen, I don't think there's anything wrong with if it's allowed in your company to ask someone out on a date. But if that person says no and you keep asking them again and again, then that becomes an HR issue.
Shar from Tampa, or just straight weirdos in the tech industry.
Yeah, and just because they're weird and you don't like them doesn't mean they're creepy. This guy could have been creepy. Can we just talk about how Max is laying here like a little baby?
Yeah, I probably didn't say like, no, I don't want to go on a date with you. It was like, no, I can't do that day.
Okay, well, that's different. If you never said no.
No, I said no.
You said no to that day. It's all about communication. Communication is key. Words matter. If you say I can't make that date, it's like, oh well, I got to pick another one that she can make because I'm not understanding the issue here. All right, well, Max is ready to go. We are ready to go. Thank you for hanging out with us. Today's conversation went a little longer than normal, but you know what? We were all over the place. Mm-hmm. I probably said a lot of really dumb things because I don't even remember what I said this whole show. You ready to go, Carla Marie?
Yeah, I feel like there's something I was supposed to tell people to do today. My Day Friday will be out tomorrow. 20-somethings Doing Nothing will have a new episode, and Ricky will have a new episode of... No, that is 20-somethings Doing Nothing. Almost on Air will have a new episode. Yeah. Please make sure you erase my private information from the show.
I will.